what do you mean by dashas? See, how is it? Like we have seen, there are 12 houses and there are 9 planets which we consider. That doesn't mean that all houses and all planets are activated at one time. There would be only a part which is activated. Some part and some houses will be activated. Some houses will remain dormant. The dasha starts when in which nakshatra your moon is present. For example, in this chart, we are seeing he is Kanya Rashi. He is Virgo. Moon is present in 7th house in Virgo Rashi and the degree is 13. So moon is present in Hasta Nakshatra. Nakshatra will take it up next time in advanced classes. But Chandra is present in Hasta Nakshatra. So if we consider dashas, so these are called Vimshotri Dasha. So he is born in Chandra in Moon Dasha. This is what it means. It means what? Moon, he is born with moon activation. So see, like the moon activation is from 2019, 22 to 2019 to 7/4/2026. After 2026, his Mars Dasha or his Mars period will begin. After Mars, it is Rahu, Guru, Saturn, Buddha, Ketu, Shukra and Ravi. So everybody goes through this cycle. Like suppose you are born in Ketu's Nakshatra. Then first your cycle of birth would be Ketu. So it starts from Ketu, then Venus, then Sun, then Moon, then Mars, then Rahu, then Guru, then Shani, then Buddha or Mercury. So suppose you are born, let's say in Chandra, like this person is born in Chandra Nakshatra. So he is not going to get chances of him getting a dasha of Venus or dasha of Sun is very rare, because what would be his age? His age is going to be, let's say average longevity, let's say is 80 plus. So probably if we consider the full longevity, he is going to die in Mercury's period. See, his age is right here. It is written 81, 84. So he is not going to get Ketu's period or Venus period or Sun period at all. So at the first year of his birth, he is Chandra Dasha and Rahu Antar Dasha. Then it is Guru. Then it is Shani, which the main period of moon is going on. Then till 8/3/2019, it is Chandra mein Rahu. In moon, he is having Rahu period. Then from 8/3/2019 to 7/7/2020, he will be having moon in Guru in moon period, Shani in Chandra's period till 2022. So you understood. So depending upon your birth nakshatra, you are born in that particular period. So what does this mean? Now, what is the date? Today's date is 3rd May. So what period is going on? Anybody? Guru in moon. Main period is moon. Sub period is Guru. Got it? So if we go at his Lagna chart, this is the Lagna chart or ascendant chart, where moon is placed, that house is active. That is the 7th house is active. And who is the Lord of moon? 5th house. Means moon is the 5th Lord. So the activation is 5, 7. This is the 5th house. This is the 7th house, which is activated. Means this 2 house activation is going on. Guru period, which is now sub period, is Guru. So main period of moon, then the sub period of Guru. Guru means Guru is in 9th house. So 9th activation. So Guru rules his 1st house and Guru rules his 10th house. So activation is 5, 7, 9, 10, 1. So these much houses are activated. Now let's say the period is between the child is 2 years old or 1.5 years old. So what would be the period? The period would be moon, Shani in moon. So the period would be 7/7/2020 to 5/2/2022. So you have got moon activation and Saturn activation.
Correct. So Capricorn and Aquarius will get activated, right?
Yes. So which are the houses? 11th and 12th. And where is Saturn present? So 10th house. So moon activation is going to be there. Because moon period is going on. Got it? So 5th and 7th activation is going to be there right from 2019 to 2026. Let's say we have between 5 to 2022 to 7/7/2023. Mercury is activated. Moon and Mercury is activated. See, again I will tell you, where is moon present? Chandra, na? Moon is Chandra. So which house is present? Which house moon is present? 7th house, right? Which house moon rules? In this case, 5th house, no?
Yeah, in 4th is Cancer, but in this case it is 5th house.
5th house, right? So 5 and 7 will be activated. 7 because moon is present, right? 7th house.
7th house, okay.
So where moon is present, it will activate that house.
Okay, got it, sir.
And whose lord it is?
Okay.
So he is the lord of 5th house.
5th house.
So 5 and 7 is activated. Main dasha is between 2019 to 2026 of moon. So 5, 7 are going to be activated throughout this period. Now in this sub dashas, the small things will get active. Like you have a guest.
Yes.
In your house. So first guest is going to be Rahu. Second guest is he is going to go. Then Guru is going to come in your house. Okay. Then Guru will go. Then Saturn will come into your house. Then Mercury will come into your house. Then Ketu will. These are small things. Now Shani has gone out from the house. The child is 4 years old now. And the sub period is of Mercury in moon period.
Yeah.
So now we have Mercury sub period. So Mercury as a guest has arrived in our house. So now 5 and 7 are activated. Now which more houses will be activated? So Mercury is the lord of which signs? Gemini and Virgo. And where is Mercury in this chart? 12th house. Got it? Yeah. So 12th house is going to be activated because Mercury is in 12th house. And which houses Mercury rule in this chart? Mercury is the lord of which two houses? Where is Gemini and where is Virgo present?
Fourth and
house, sir. Fourth
and seventh.
This house 7th. Fourth and 7th. Yes. So again we have activation of moon, that is 5, 7, and Mercury activation is 4, 7 and 12.
12. Okay. Because in 12th house Mercury is present and he is the owner of Gemini and Virgo, which is 4 and 7 here.
Yes, which is 4 and 7 here.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So what this means, now we'll take the example of marriage only.
Okay.
Now where is Mercury present? 12th house. 12th house is abroad, right?
Yes.
Foreign country.
Okay.
So again, we again have 7th house activation.
Okay.
So in this sub period of Mercury, chances of the he getting or she getting a groom from a foreign country, or after marriage they going into a foreign country.
Foreign country. Okay.
And it may be the person may be a relative of, means the proposal may come from mother side, because mother house is also activated. 4th house is mother.
Mother, yes.
Got
yes,
it?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So 12th house is abroad, foreign country.
Yes,
4th house is mother.
7th house is marriage.
So then 2 times 7th house is activated.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So if he doesn't get married in the previous, chances of him getting married in this, it may be marriage, it may be relationship.
Okay.
From somebody who is from abroad.
Okay.
So this is how we are going to we will interpret. Now Venus.
Yes,
where is
sir.
Venus? Where is Venus?
It is in 10th house, sir.
It is in 10th house. Very good. So Venus rules which houses?
second and seventh.
Second and seventh. So second is Taurus and seventh is Libra, right?
Huh.
Huh? So where is second in this chart?
Third house.
Excellent. And seventh?
Seventh in eighth house.
Eighth house. Excellent. So what does it mean? That Venus is ruling the third house and the eighth house, right? And it
Yes,
is in
sir.
10th house. Huh?
Hmm.
So now moon again I told is activated. So
Yes,
moon
so
is 5 and 7.
5, 6, 5 and
5
7.
and 7 houses. Let's talk
House.
about houses. 5 and
Okay.
7 houses. And which
Mhm.
more houses are activated? We have the third house which is activated and eighth house is activated.
Eighth house.
Got it? And which is in 10th
And it,
house.
10th house.
So we have 5, 7, third, 8th and 10th house which is
10th.
10th house which is activated. Now suppose if we consider, we are taking only one example of marriage.
Hmm.
So now Venus is present in 10th house. And it is the lord of travel, short travels. That is the third house. It is the lord of 8th house. 8th house is occult, or 8th house signifies secret also. Got it? Secrets, occult, accidents. And it is in lord of 10th house. 10th house is what? Office or career.
Career. And father also, na sir?
Yeah, father also. Father is 9 and 10th, we consider both, but father also we can consider. So how will we interpret that the person is traveling? It is short travel. She met accidentally a person at work. Where is it? It is work. This is house of accident. So she met a person accidentally at work and they got involved in an affair.
Okay.
Got it? So every house, how do we interpret in a different fashion? Because see, moon is activated continuously. Means what? 5 and 7 are activated.
So that's why you are considering marriage.
We are considering marriage. So in marriage, but now how will the activation take place? During short travel, that is third house. Or this signifies siblings also. She goes to some person, means her brother or father or her sister makes her meet some person, or she is a friend of her brother or father. They meet accidentally at work front. Because Venus in house of work, so in the office. You got it? So this is how possibilities can happen, or and we think about it. Can it be a fatherly, Manorama, fatherly figure met at workplace, falls in love? Yes. Can it be a fatherly figure, Venus, because in 10th house? If it is sun related, then we will go towards fatherly figure. Only for Venus, I won't consider it as a fatherly figure. If it was sun, Antardasha, and if you are thinking in that fashion. So we'll take one by one example. So this will help you to interpret the chart also. So you have to change it. Now what for a child, what is 5th house? For child, 5th house is learning.
Okay.
And 7th house could be stage or projection in front of people, or got it? So we will have to consider these two factors. 8th house would be injuries for him, and 10th house would be school environment. Okay. So the interpretation would be in this fashion. Now suppose now what we have done work, right? He is going to school, third house is activated. But in the bus he had an accident.
Okay.
Got it? Small accident.
Yes.
But some friend helped him. And they became very good friends.
Okay, sir.
In the school. Got it? So the friendship started after he got an accident. So the interpretations would be different at different times.
Okay.
So it is learning for child. It is learning. Fourth house. But marriage is easier to understand. That is why I'm taking this this thing.
Sir.
Okay, with examples. But then you will have to interpret it in a different fashion. Okay.
Sir.
So it will be different for. But then this is just an example we are taking. But are you getting the possibilities which can happen? See, this is only after practice. It is not that easy. But then when you know each and every house and when you apply the logic, so according to, that is why I always tell this should be used as a last tool for elimination. Means, you know, lawyer has come to you. Then you will interpret the chart in the fashion of a lawyer. Got it? A doctor has come to you. You interpret the chart in a doctor's perspective. It will depend upon who has come to you, what profession he is in. Am I clear? It will come. It will take some time, but it will come to you.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned in the 6th house there's Jupiter. I didn't understand that.
No. I had, in the last lecture, I had told that Jupiter in 6th house signifies profession related to medical, holistic science.
Okay.
Like astrology, because you're treating diseases.
Yeah.
You're treating diseases according to astrology.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it? So now this period of moon is over. So 5-7 activation is over. Now we have the main, when he's 7 years old, we have Mars period, which is going on in that person. So Mars period is main period of Mars 2026 to 2033. 2026 to 2033, which is for 7 years. So now we have, I'll ask Dr. Rudra, he's there. Now, which will be the period activated for 7 years in this person? Dr. Rudra?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
For 7 years, 1 minute, for 7 years, which period is active?
Remember the chart exactly, means.
This is the chart, no? This is the chart, and his Mars period is going on now. So which houses will be activated in this person? Where is Mars?
So Mars is in Mangal.
Mangal. Mars is Mangal.
Second house.
Mars is in second house. Excellent. So Mars is the lord of which two signs?
Mars is 1-8.
1-8. One is
Mesha, and 8 is means 8th is Tula, and next is Bicha.
Scorpio. 8 is Scorpio. So 8 is Scorpio. So Mars is lord of Aries and Mars is lord of Scorpio. These two signs. So in this chart, where are these two signs present?
One is Mangal is in his own house, no? Means
yes. So which is this house?
This is meant for Guru house. Dhana means wealth.
No. I mean to say this is third house. This is fourth house. Which house it is?
Second house, sir.
Second house, right? So how do we interpret? Mars is the lord of second house. And which is this house?
This is 8th house, sir.
No. 8 number it is. Which house?
Ninth house.
Ninth house. Excellent. So Mars is the lord of second house and Mars is the lord of ninth house.
Hmm.
In second.
Hmm.
Got it? In its own house.
Hmm.
Clear?
Sir.
So Mars is the lord of second and Mars is the lord of ninth in second house. So which houses are activated?
Both, sir. 1 and 8. 1 and 8.
So 1 and 8 means second and ninth houses are activated. We should not say 1 and 8. You should say second and ninth house are activated.
Sir, sir.
Got it. So what does second house mean?
Second house mean for wealth.
Excellent. Wealth and
Saving and all this.
Wealth and what? Wealth and
Saving.
wealth, savings, family.
Family.
And physically, what it means?
Mouth and throat, all this.
Mouth, throat, all this, right? So what it means, and Mars being a hot planet, even though he is in his own house, so there it is good for that person. It is good for that person. 1 second. It is good for that person, but still there could be injury to his teeth or to his mouth. Got it? Because it is Mars, so he might have bleeding gums. Got it? Mars is a bleeder. So he might have bleeding gums or he might have pustular tonsillitis during this period.
Sir.
Thyroid.
Got it? Thyroid, it would be more related to, you can say, thyroiditis, inflammation of thyroid gland. It would be hypothyroidism or it can be hyperthyroidism. Fine. And it is the lord of ninth house. So ninth house is house of tradition. Ninth house is house of higher education. Ninth house is the house of religion. So Dr. Manohara sir, stomatitis, conjunctivitis, injuries to the organs, yes. Shoulder will come in Gemini, third house. Till shoulder, yes. So it is the lord of religion, but now it is, and who is present there? Jupiter is present in ninth house. So it is a house of teacher also. His education. So this could signify that the teacher might be strict. Got it? This is the house of teacher also, ninth house, tradition, religion, higher education, and we have got Jupiter out there. So it could signify that his teacher could be strict, guru, like Jupiter. So Jupiter is the between 2027 to 2028. It is Jupiter. So we have Jupiter Sabdasha in Mars main period. Yes.
Okay. For Mars, sir, again, second and ninth house.
Excellent.
Okay. And for Jupiter is also in this present in the ninth house.
Excellent. Very good. And it is the lord of?
Jupiter is the lord of the 9th and 12th.
9th and 12th signs.
12
so
signs. So houses in this chart, the houses are 10th house and 1st.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. So we have Mars activation and Jupiter activation. So we have 1, 9, and 9 is becoming common for both.
Yes, sir.
Means ninth house is 2 times now. So what is ninth house? House of, again, tradition, house of father, house of guru.
Religion.
Religion, guru. So this means what? But the background is related to Mars, right? Huh? So
Oh,
that means
sir.
his, so it could mean that he is getting some, uh, chat is there. Okay. Yes, higher education, right. So higher education, but with Mars background, huh? With a
Hmm.
Jupiter who could be a disciplinarian, right?
Yes.
So what could be the probable education or higher education he is getting?
Oh.
During that period. I'm talking only during that sub period.
Hmm.
Excellent, Dr. Sujini. He said defense. Very good. So it could be related to defense. He may join NCC, he may join RSS, he may join Scout that time. Got it? In
Sir, I
school.
don't get defense. How it comes?
Mars is related to defense. Mars is
Okay.
related. Mars is a soldier, no? So the background is soldier. Okay, Mars is related to defense, or the background is related to
Soldier.
soldier. You got it? So this could mean that he, and it is affecting his physical. It is a lot of his health also, right? So means he has to do some physical activity that time.
And sir, what will be about 10th house?
10th house is the house of career, no, or house of work environment. So at that time he is be working in the school, no.
Okay.
So the workout could be in the school, so in the form of NCC, RSS, or it could be sports also.
Okay.
So sports also is related to mass, na? Energy. So running race, something like that. He is participating in athletics.
Okay.
Okay. So that is how we are gradually now getting to the crux. Means how we are going to interpret, how we are going to apply that logic.
Sir,
Now,
Mars with, excuse me, sir. Mars
yes,
with Jupiter can also be a doctor who is a surgeon.
yes, of course, first class. Eighth house Mars with Jupiter or eighth house Mars, he can be a surgeon.
Okay.
Or Mars with Jupiter somewhere else. It may be, like say in ninth house. In this case, his father might be a surgeon.
Father may be a surgeon. Okay.
Or Sun with Mars. Sun signifies father, as I told you. So this is how we'll interpret logically. We'll apply. See, the interpretation will happen automatically. This what I'm telling you. You don't go from people what we are doing out here, that we are going from chart to patient. Do the opposite. Go from patient to chart. Don't go from chart to patient. Once you have the whole history, use this as an elimination. So after 100 cases, if once you see, then you will be able to go from chart to patient. Got it? So at present, like I say, you have got a lawyer and you have that activation in that, then you don't have to think much. Interpretation is not going to be difficult. So at present, we are just doing chart analysis. Once with as a homeopath, when we have the history of a patient, and then when we correlate with chart, then it is going to be very easy. Why it is important to understand this dasha, that your state can totally change. Now, for example, in this patient, the Ketu dasha is from 2103. Let's say the Ketu dasha is going on now, which is for 7 years. From 7/4/2007 2103 to 7/4/2110, like the 7 years dasha is going on. Now, what would be the mentality in Ketu dasha? Indifference would be there, and alone feeling, detachment, yes, spiritual, excellent, very good, contented, yes. It is autoimmunity, going inside. There is a lot of introspection going on during that time. Desire for salvation, he will feel like going out from the home, wants to stay alone. So what drugs we have during Ketu dasha? CPI, excellent. Aurum, excellent. Natramur, all depressive remedies, right? Huh? Or indifferent or contained remedies like Maxelf, Borax. Now you have a person who is exhibiting this type of symptoms, this type of mentality, hopelessness. So what remedy are you going to give? And this state is going to last for 7 years, right? If the Ketu is strong in a chart, we will come to that when we go on analyzing chart where Ketu is strong, where it is not strong. So you have this type of mentality, right? So you're definitely going to, you're not going to prescribe him a remedy who is phosphorus, or you will give him a collapsed state of phosphorus, like syphilitic phosphorus, or you may give phosphoric acid. Means hardly 5% of your cases will continue for 7 years. So according to you, the constitutional, when the patient presents to you with the symptoms, this will be his constitutional remedy. Because he's exhibiting CPI type symptoms. No, he's exhibiting Natramur type of symptoms. He's exhibiting Aurum type of symptoms. Now his Ketu period is going to get over. He comes to you after 7 years in Venus period. And Venus is strong. So this person, you are given CPI, Aurum, Natramur, where Ketu is strong in his chart. And you have got, let's say Ketu is Swarashi, something like that. And we have got Venus also, which is exalted. Venus is exalted in Pisces. So he has Venus exalted in Pisces. So after Ketu, he has come to you in Venus Dasha. What would be his characteristics? From syphilis, he is coming to psychosis. Got it? And what we say when the person has come to us, let's say at the end of Ketu Dasha, to you. Now, has the remedy converted him to psychosis from syphilis, or has he gone from psychosis, from syphilis to psychosis automatic? But usually it is this. During Ketu period, and if the Ketu is strong, he will remain in syphilis, but in positive syphilis after homeopathic remedy. His state will not change completely. During that Antardashas, it may change slightly. You will find the difference. But the main change from syphilis to psychosis will occur in Shukra Dasha. And that Shukra Dasha is for 20 years. Ketu is for 7 years and Shukra Dasha is for 20 years. What it means, that person who is seeking enlightenment, who has become sadhu, who has become sant or something like that, who has become a monk, suddenly after 7 years, he starts getting earthly desires. He starts getting worldly pleasures. So got it? How the state of, and now for 20 years, he is going to be Venus period. So now the constitutional becomes a question out here. Will not work if the Venus is strong in that particular person. If you observe yourself, what was your childhood? Let's say you, as a child, you are born in Ketu Dasha. For 7 years. Means you are born in Ashwini Nakshatra or Ketu Dasha. And now after 7 years of your life, you are into, after 7 years of life, you are into Venus period. So are you going to give a GCS to that person? Suddenly a child who was talkative, who is not speaking, who was very shy, who was very introvert, who was non-demanding, whatever you give, he was in a magnesium state, now has turned for 20 years of his life. He is going to be fond of luxuries. He is going to be fond of girls, or the girl is going to be fond of boys. He is going to be extrovert. He would love appreciation. He would love the best things in his life. So this is what astrology has taught me. Because for 20 years, we hardly have any patients for 20 years. Or majority of us who are there have practice of 10 years, 15 years down the line. My practice is for 27 years now. So the
sorry,
state, yes, tell me.
Even in Ketu Dosha, if we'll give medicine, can homeopathy interfere with that thing, and can his disposition will change?
It will not change. That is what I'm telling. It can be reduced.
Achha.
The disposition can be reduced. You cannot, until the Ketu Dasha changes to Shukra, he is not going to be from natrum mute to phosphorus, or from CPR to natrum phos, something like that.
Disease wise?
Even disease wise, he will remain in that autoimmune state, but it may be in positive syphilis. That is what I told you. Means I have a person who is case of chronic myeloid leukemia. Now she is with me for how many years now? I had explained to you. I will share that case. Around 9.5 years now. The patient is healthy. She is around 78 years old now. She is still healthy. She is not showing any signs and symptoms, but her counts and blast cells are very high, and her count, leukocyte count, total WBC count is around 1,75,000.
So this is about blood thing, but if it is a malignant syphilitic ulcer, means cancerous ulcer, so can you wait for such a period, sir? Long period?
No. You cannot. It has to show healing, no?
Then,
but the disease won't go out of the body. I mean to say that if the health lord is not strong, see again there are many factors in this. Is the health lord weak? Your Lagna lord or health lord, is it weak? Then, as I told you, there are sub periods in this. If he gets one sub period which is very good, which lasts for an year or so, you got it? Like a Venus period if you have. So here I'm showing you Venus period. Let's say we have moon period which is lasting for 2 years in Venus period. Got it? And this is a positive. See, this is plus. Are you seeing this? Mercury. I will just zoom it. 1 second. Zoom possible hai kya? No, zoom is not possible. Are you able to see her Mercury plus?
Yes.
Yes?
yes, sir.
See, let's say Venus is negative for that person. And in Venus, there is Mercury period which is lasting for 3 years. Between 2126 to 2129. This is the time he will show maximum recovery. Got it? And this is the time when cure will take place. See, how do we interpret this? You have tide with you and you have tide against you. Got it? It depends upon your resources. Like if you have got tide with you, you will reach the destination. Let's say there is not a single car on the way, and you have to reach 200 kilometers, and there is no traffic at all. You will cover 200 kilometers in 2 hours. But there is traffic jam right from starting till the end. You will get frustrated. Your resources would be so bad. Your car will use so much petrol. And that 2 hours distance is going to take 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours down the line. Or you may not reach the destination at all, depending upon how is your car, how is your resources. Am I clear? Are you able to understand?
Yes.
So it will depend upon your resources. So from this, we can understand what resources you have. So this will help you to treat serious diseases like cancers. Or like somebody was talking about ulcers. When to expect recovery, when to change the remedy, when to change the potency, how much repetition would be needed in that person. Like there is no traffic at all, and the person comes to you with a disease. You just have to give single dose, and the person will just have to put his car in a cruise mode, and he will reach the destination in 2 hours. No repetition, no anti-miasmatic, nothing to be given in between. But when you know that there is a lot of traffic, you are going to use a lot of resources, your leg is going to pain. That means you will require a remedy in frequent repetition. You may require an anti-miasmatic medicine, that you may require a towing truck where your car has come to an halt. You may require somebody else to tow you till that particular point, or you may require a mechanic in between to see that the car has become very hot, add a little water in there. So the cure is going to be zigzag, or the cure will require more repetition, more the drug potency would increase. We may have to increase the potency, or LM potency could be indicated. So whenever I see in a patient where the period is very bad, person is landing up in chronic diseases, and there are Lagna Lord is weak, and I'm not seeing any resources in the chart, I give LM potency on a continuous basis. So that cancer patient, I'm giving LM potency on a continuous basis. And the person is in a positive syphilis state. She is not recovered. And 9 years, 9.5 years for CML is quite a long period. Normal survival rate is maximum 2 to 3 years. So if you study your cases, who are with you for, let's say, 10 years, 5 years, 7 years down the line, then you will be able to analyze where you have changed the medicines, how you have changed the medicines. And when you correlate it with astrology, you will find that these are the periods that the patient has got aggravated, and the medicine has suddenly stopped working, and you have changed the medicine. So again, when the health load becomes strong, you may have to go to GCS again, genetic constitutional simillimum. Any questions?
So when to give GCS then?
Now, for example, in your chart, like I say that your health lord, let's say your health lord is Venus. We are comparing this case only. For example, Venus is there. Your health lord is Venus. And your health lord is strong. Venus is strong, as well as Ketu is strong in your case. Just understand, the health lord is strong and Ketu is also strong in your case, and Ketu Dasha is going on. So in Ketu, your GCS is not going to work, because Ketu has powered your Venus. Got it? And Ketu is very strong in that particular period. So you will require a state simillimum that time. But when now after Ketu in Ketu, you have got Ketu in Venus, Venus sub period starts, you will prescribe GCS to that person. So from sepia, he may go to natrum phos, which may be because Ketu is also strong, Venus is also strong. So he may require phosphoric acid as a drug. So from phosphoric acid, he may require phosphorus. Are you getting it? So that particular stage which is strong has been treated by a state simillimum, and then again you go back to a GCS. So this is one option you have. Yes, please. You're asking something.
Sir, if GCS means it is the nature of the Lagna and the moon that gives the GCS. And Dashas are all basically the state remedies.
State remedies.
Okay. And which is strong and which is weak, we need to think and then decide about the medicine.
Yes. Excellent conclusion what you have made. Yes. Which is strong and which is weak. Suppose if the Dasha Lord is stronger than your health Lord, then the person will require state simillimums. If the health lord is stronger, means if the health lord is very strong, irrespective of any dashas, compared to all periods, then he will require GCS throughout the life. You will not change the remedy at all. There are few patients who require the same remedy for 15 years, 20 years, which I have seen. There are few people who we need to change the remedy. Why we need to change the remedy? The answer is this. The health lord is not strong, but the dasha lord is strong during that particular period. And you may require to change the remedy.
Sir, which house represents the health, sir? Health lord you told, no?
First, no? First house,
First
no?
house, Lagna.
Yes, Lagna, no?
Lagna.
Like.
Okay.
Lagna is your health lord, that is your GCS.
Okay.
Lagna and where moon is present.
Okay.
So Lagna is your personality, is your health,
Okay.
and where moon is present is your mentality.
Mentality. Okay.
Is your mind.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So these two we have to always see. And most important is Lagna Lord. So Lagna Lord is Jupiter. If Jupiter is strong, there is no bad planet aspecting the Jupiter. Like Mangal, if we see Mars is aspecting the Jupiter in this case. Got it? So Mars is a malefic. So it is aspecting the Jupiter. Saturn is not aspecting, Mercury is not aspecting, Surya is not aspecting, Mars is aspecting the Jupiter. Moon is not aspecting. So Mars is a malefic which is aspecting the Jupiter. There are no other planets which is aspecting the Jupiter. So in this case, Jupiter could be strong.
Dasha, we need some other medicine.
Yes. When the dasha changes, you may require some other medicine. Like in this case, for example, Mars is stronger than Jupiter. Mars is in its own house. Got it? It is in his own house, and Mars is basically a malefic planet. It's a male planet. It is a strong planet compared to Jupiter, right? That is what we have learned. So in his case, in Mangal Dasha, in Mars Dasha, you will not give a GCS because Mars is stronger than Jupiter. So he may need Merxol, he may need tuberculinum, he may need a rebellious remedy which is related to Mars. Got it? Am I clear?
Sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, so like example, in his period, when he's from 2026 onward to 2033, he will not require a GCS. He will require a remedy which is dominated by Mars for 7 years. So for 7 years, Miss, you must have seen, Miss, those who have practiced for more than 10-15 years, the children who you have with you, they are docile, very mild, are listening to people, are very obedient. Suddenly they say, after 10th standard, I became very mischievous. It is because of college. I suddenly gained confidence. I started fighting with people. These examples, people you must have heard.
For all these changes, there should be. So can we say that due to this dasha, this happens?
Pardon?
Sir, let a patient is very docile and later on after 10 years or 20 years becomes very violent.
Yes.
All these ailment is required. Some certain incidences which means he became like that. So we can during this the dasha this happen. The ailments
ailments from yes, no.
Okay.
Ailments from. See, we will take as ailments from, but here Mars, what has happened? He might have had an accident.
Okay.
So we'll take ailments from accident, or he might have been bullied. So we'll take it ailments from vexation, indignation, or it may be vaccination, or it may be an operation, ailments from operation like Staphylococcus aureus. if you see Staphylococcus aureus, you have got ailments from abdominal operations. You have got abdominal operation. So Staphylococcus aureus is one of the very good example of Mars and Saturn combination together. Ailments from vexation, mortification. And he lands up in that disease or a kidney problem, which I have got a patient, a typical patient, Mangal Dasha he had, and he landed up in nephrotic syndrome. And he got cured by Staphylococcus aureus. His BP was 210 by 120 approximately. And he's with 4+ albumin in his urine. And he was on steroids. We tapered it off in 4 to 5 years time. He's absolutely okay. And coincidentally, he started getting Rahu Dasha. Means his Mars Dasha was ending that time. I'll share you that case details. I'll just have to find it out. So that case is with me for nearly now 7 years, approximately 7 or 6 years down the line. He came to me in Mangal period only. So this is the yes, please tell me.
So can we categorize elements according to this thing?
According to, yes, according to this thing, yes, 100%.
Okay.
We can do that, na? See, I did this example for that case. Actually, I had taken PM. This case will not analyze because it will take a lot of time. But then I had analyzed that case according to when I had taken 820. But I still feel that PM could be the right thing. 1 second. I will just show you all. How do we analyze? On the basis of what we had taken. These are basic theories. Convergent case I had put. This is a software which I am preparing. So this is that chart. So when we take as PM 840, this becomes the chart. Where the Lagna becomes Kanya Lagna, Virgo. And Moon is in Virgo. So in this, the health lord has become weak. It is in 6th house. See, the first lord is in 6th house. And it is with malefic sun. Sun is the 12th lord. And Mars has also. So how do we interpret this chart? These are general interpretations. This I work upon this Chara Chakra, this Nakshatra. This is when to change the medicine, how to change the medicine, transits and all. We'll take it up gradually. These are all the details which we work upon. So if we interpret in this, fine, like Sun in Aquarius, house 6. So Lord of 12th in 6th house. So restricted, what does this mean? Restricted relation with father. So vitality becomes, Sun is a sign of vitality. Vitality becomes weak. May not see father, or father is working away. Sun is the Lord of 12th house. So father is working away. So own father becomes enemy. 12th house is 6th house is house of enemy. So own father may become enemy. Has to deal with obstacles, fighting secret enemies. Of 6th house is also obstacles. 12th house is also to some extent unknown. So this means that. So Moon in Virgo, one Lord. So Lord of 11th house. Moon is Lord of 11th house, which is in first, which means what? Sensitive, diplomacy, curiosity, changeable mind, gets bored easily. Manipulation, problems related to digestive system. This is related to Virgo sign. Intestine, speech, Mother, moon is mother. So because it is the 11th house. So moon might be intellectual background, attached to friends, help from friends, might want to please them. And then Mars is in Aries, house 8. So third lord and eighth lord in 8th house. See, this is 8th house. Mars in Aries, house 8. So Mars in Aries, house 8 means what? Third lord and 8th lord in 8th house. Now see, this means what? Injury tendency, harbors revenge, ailment from vaccination. See, 8th house is the house of, like I say, injury. It is accidents. So we can take ailments from. Hello?
Which chart you are referring to?
No, I have taken the timing as evening, night, night 8:40. That was what I had taken. No? So I'm just showing general interpretation. I'm not showing that case in general. So when we take 8:40 as night, as the patient's detail, then this was the chart. It is exactly opposite. You get, na? Moon comes in first house, Kanya Lagna. It becomes then. It becomes Kanya Lagna because previously I had written PM, na? So I had interpreted and I had worked on that case, and this is what the software gives me. Then Mercury in Aquarius, 6th house. Are you able to see my screen?
No, sir. It is just the same.
No, sir.
With
one second.
With
One second.
Lagna.
No. Then you should tell me, na. 1 second. You share one moment. I thought you are able to see my screen. 1 second. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Hello. The new one.
It's changing, but
Hello.
Yes, sir. We can see,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Just mute your mic. Again, I'll go. I thought you were able to see the screens. See, I have taken this. Are you able to see my screen now? Convulsion. This is a case of convulsion. In general, I have added. Right? You're able to see the screen, right? All of you?
Yes, sir. We can see, sir.
Yes.
So this follow-up I went. Vedic information. I thought you were seeing the screen. See, this, we are developing this software. See, now if we take as PM, then this is the chart. This is the Lagna chart. Where moon, where we have got Kanya Lagna. And moon in first house. So the interpretation automatically comes here. So this is the interpretation. So interpretation means what? Sun comes in Aquarius. That is house 6. So Sun is the lord of 12th house in 6th house. See, this is the Sun. It will be the lord of 12th house and it is in 6th house. So restricted, what does this mean? Restricted relation with father. Vitality is weak. Sun is the lord of vitality. He may not see father or father is working away. That is 12th house. Own father becomes his enemy. Has to deal with obstacles. Has to fight secret enemies. 6th house is the house of enemies. And 12th house is the house of father. Sun is father. 12th house is not house of fathers. 12th house lord is Sun. Sun means father. So restricted relation with father. and sun is the sign of vitality. So in the 6th house means vitality has become weak. When Lord of 11th house, moon is in Virgo. So moon signifies mother. So mother is Lord of 11th house in 1st house. So sensitive, diplomacy, curious, changeable mind means you have to everything related to Virgo. We have to say problems could be related to digestive system. Now Mars is in Aries. It's same same house. So 3rd Lord in 8th and 8th Lord. The 3rd and 8th Lord in 8th house. So injury tendency is there. Harbors revenge. Ailments from vaccination. So, and Lord of 1st and 10th in 6th house, so he's being forced to do things against his will. See, this will come by software automatically, this understanding. So health is becoming weak, communication is hampered because Mercury being the health lord, and it is a lord of communication. And it is in 6th house. So 6th house means what? Obstacles. Speech is stammering. Health lord is in the house of disease. Intellect affected. Windy and fixed signs, so electrical disturbances. So from this we can say that the child could be Mercury. Mercury, I mean to say Merksol, because there is continuous obstruction and he has to rebel against them. So if we consider this chart as the child's chart, then the drug could come as Merksol. So according to Dashas now, because he is born now, Moon Dasha is only going on. He's born in Moon Dasha at present. So we'll have to interpret, we'll have to take Moon only, sensitivity only. We'll have to consider sensitivity in this chart. So any questions now? I'm getting exhausted. Yes. Any questions about dashas? We will come one by one. We'll solve each cases gradually. So any questions about dashas? When to give constitutional remedy?
There is Vinshottari Dasha. Same there is Ashtottari Dasha is also.
There are many. Yeah, no, we don't have to read that Ashtotri Dasha as far as medical is concerned. Vimshotri Dasha is related to moon. Ashtotri Dasha is not related to moon. So for us, emotions are important, right?
Okay.
So we consider Vimshot because there are nearly Yogini Dasha is there. There is Ashtotri is there. There are 15 different types of dashas. So there is Surya Dasha hai. Means every dasha has got its own importance, but then as far as medical is concerned, what we are doing will be considering only Vimshotri Dasha, which is moon nakshatra, because we believe that moon is emotions are the cause of all illnesses. So we'll consider only Vimshotri. Don't consider Ashtotri now.
Okay.
Anything else? Any other questions? So from now on, we will be only taking examples. Even if we have Zoom lectures, we will discuss only cases in that, and from cases only we'll try to understand. But now with cases, the case history has to be complete. We will not go in the opposite direction. Means we will not interpret the chart. We'll first interpret the patient. What remedy you have given, why it is not working, or let's say the remedy has worked in your case, but now suddenly you find it is not working or it is a partially similar. Then we'll try to work in this fashion, whether he requires a constitutional remedy, whether he requires a state simillimum, whether he requires an intercurrent remedy, what potency to give, how to repeat, and how many times to repeat. Dr. Sujini, can cure take place in good subdashas? When and how do we send cases, sir? Yes, cures can take place in good subdashas. No? It can definitely take place in good subdashas. So all of you post cases on Telegram. So one by one we'll be taking up that case, but with the case, we need the case history. Again, I'm telling you, we'll not go in the opposite fashion, what we are doing right now. We are analyzing the chart and then we are coming to the remedy. No, we will first understand the case, homeopathic point of view, because then only you will all be able to understand. Only by chart, you will not be able to understand. Detailed case of that person, and we will correlate with it with the chart and will prescribe a remedy. Am I clear, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So send cases along with the birth time, birthplace,
Okay.
and then we will try to do the complete analysis of the patient, what remedy, when to change, what to change, and when to repeat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then it will be more and more easy for you. Okay then. Chalo. Thanks all. Thank you.
माझं Venus 9 आहे, ascendant 8 आहे. कुठे आहे माझं Venus?